Very, very happy and pleased to have him join us as well on these Monday mornings. We're having him here a little bit later than usual. 24 minutes before the hour. Joining us now, found the Rainbow Push Coalition, the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Reverend, good morning. How are you? Reverend, are you there?
One moment.
Okay, sorry. We're getting him on the line now. Um, but I hope people will get that book by Brother Askia and hear his entire story. Also good to have him on board with us. Well, we had him and we lost him, so we'll try back. Let's go ahead and take our break. We're gonna take a break real quick. Sirius XM Progress 127 Resistance Radio. Get woke, get ready for impeachment. This is MIP. Folks, stand by. We're in a break. We're going to come right back, do the last segment of the show together. Join us, 866-99-SIRIUS, 866-997-4748 is the number to call. We're standing by waiting to get Reverend Jackson on the line. He's saying it should be... (866-99-SIRIUS), 866-997-4748. Joining us as promised, Reverend Jesse Jackson. Good morning, Reverend. How are you this morning? Reverend, are you there?
Mark, good morning, Mark.
Hey, man. Good morning. How you feel this morning?
Very well, sir.
Good.
Nice to talk with you.
You sound good. How's your health?
Very well, sir.
Good. We all have you in our thoughts and prayers. You're in New York right now, aren't you?
Yes, we are preparing for the Wall Street Summit, February 7th, 8th, and 9th. We're going to have a town hall meeting that Wednesday night on black employment and black wealth, or lack thereof.
And you all gonna praise Trump for what he's done for black unemployment, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to address that in a meaningful way. Matter of fact, I'm addressing it today. Because I think that it's important that we put in perspective, since he is used as a Davos and used as his address tomorrow night. There's several things we must deal with. One is that black unemployment is twice the rate of white unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
The level of wages will not be recovered from the housing recession yet. wages without affordable health care. There's chip for our children, low wages, loss of car dealerships, impact of loss of Medicaid, can't keep up with the cost of living, temporary workers, workers without benefits. These trends of more employment started with Obama. So it didn't start with him, but the working poor was not be seen as prosperous.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the fact, even though it's gone down, the fact that it still remains twice that of white unemployment has been the age-old problem, hasn't it?
Well, white working class people and black working class and brown are all working without benefits. You're working without insurance, without transportation, without children's health, without Medicaid, working and can't afford student loans, working with banks free to take your houses because removal of governors on the banks. Workers need skilled trade training. They need jobs. They need to rebuild inner cities. They need to be removing lead paint. That chain workers should be doing other than bragging about having a job without benefits.
Right. No, that's
in slavery. Everybody had a job.
Right.
But didn't have benefits and could not grow.
Correct. Reverend Jesse Jackson with us. So tell us more about the Wall Street Summit. This is over 21 years now, right?
Yeah. The fact is, in addition to job, people also need wealth. Our share of procurement contracts. So we send our kids to law school. If you can't get legal jobs, ad agencies and marketing development. If you can't get loans for business development, you can't grow. And so a part of the Wall Street Summit is a part of transacting capital. They've redlined where we live. Banks redline as opposed to green line.
Mm-hmm.
Insurance companies redline as opposed to green lining. Auto dealerships redline as opposed to green. So that's why the ghettos look so abandoned. Because even if you're working, where you live is a red line, you still can't grow.
Mm-hmm.
And the Wall Street talks a lot about where is the money, where is the pension fund money from the church pension funds and the union pension funds, the state, where the New York State pension funds, or California, or Illinois for that matter.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be talking about where is the money.
Yeah. No, you're right. 866-99-SIRIUS. So there'll be a town hall. I know there'll be a gala. Now, did you say you're making a specific statement today while you're in New York?
Well, what we're doing today is we're responding to this. Trump is touting black unemployment being the lowest ever.
Right.
And he did it at Davos. He did it with his response to Jay-Z. He'll do it tomorrow night. And we should respond today, have the growth of what it means to be the working poor does not represent prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And the trend of more people working started under Obama. And it didn't start under him. When Obama came in office, we had lost 800,000 jobs that month. A global depression of the banks.
Mm-hmm.
Automobile dealership, the auto company had collapsed. He took a risk investment in the auto industry. It paid off. The banks bounced back, but without lending. But they did bounce back. So Trump inherits the economy that it had a net increase of jobs for 8 times 4, 32 months.
Mm-hmm.
So he inherited a growth economy.
Right.
Barack inherited a tanked economy.
Yeah.
For 8 years, every month for 8 years, there's a net gain of jobs. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
You mentioned too, Reverend Jackson, capital and access to capital. How do we get and pressure the powers that be to give African American businesses greater access to capital?
A combination of things. One, a government that enforces laws like affirmative action and contract compliance.
Mm-hmm.
That's a way to do it. A second way to do it, of course, is to be able to buy stock in corporations, and those that depend upon us to margin profit use that leverage to support those demand two-way trade.
Yeah.
and without two-way trade, boycott them.
Mm-hmm.
You leverage with votes, you leverage with dollars, you leverage government policies. Those three things are your leverages. Of course, marching feet helps.
Speaking one of the boycotts too, you called for a boycott of BMW. Where is that, and did they ever respond?
Well, no, it continues. 350 dealerships, 5 African American. We cannot take. There's more in the car than the ride. But also, let me say that last week we had such a terrible loss of Bishop John Harris Adams, the EME Church extremely profound activist bishop, Hugh Masekela.
Yes.
Worldwide jazz artist and anti-apartheid activist, and of course Reverend Wyatt T. Walker.
Yes, sir.
One of the pillars of the movement in Birmingham, Reverend Shuttlesworth, Abernathy King, and Wyatt Walker, a profound administrator who helped to found the African American Encyclopedia. Also, the building in Harlem on the corner of 125th Street, the government building, when he was special assistant to Rockefeller. That's why he did it on the black protest. As a matter of fact, we'd fallen in love with some relatively small businesses that he wanted to build a major statement about blacks in New York. He did. There's nothing like that office building in America.
Mm-hmm.
The black control. As Wyatt Walker. Mm-hmm. He was assistant to Alan Powell as well. He worked with Dr. King. Just a tremendous force for good. He was our director, and we went to get Goodman in Syria. He was on that mission. He was our chief of staff on it. He's never stopped doing good, Reverend Wyatt T. Walker.
That's right. God bless his soul. And also, his church and his Christian movement was one of the first to embrace the anti-apartheid struggle, and he inspired other churches to put signs up all over the country. For years, there were churches that had signs in the yards that's in the front lawn that said "Free South Africa" because of Wyatt T. Walker. So it was interesting, I thought, that he and Hugh Masekela would make their transitions within hours of each other, Reverend.
A prolific writer, maybe 24 books. Just a tremendous force for good. I mean, Wyatt meant so much to all of us, and so we honor his memory and his legacy.
Indeed.
It's meaningful.
All right. So, folks, go to rainbowpush.org to find out more about the Wall Street Project.
That'll be a time where we have Mark Murray of the Urban League, Reverend Al Sharpton, the Black Enterprise, Mark Thompson. The night of February 7th, we'll have a town hall meeting at the Sheraton.
That's right.
Where is our wealth and work? And then the 8th and 9th, there are workshops. All of those days we end up with a banquet on Friday night.
Outstanding.
Honoring giants of our business.
So, folks, we look forward to that. Actually, you can go to Rainbow Push, wallstreetproject.org. That's the specific website for the Wall Street Project. Don't meet us there. Beat us there. I'll be there. We will look forward to another great and historic event where we fight for our economic rights as well and our access to capital and what have you.
There's a strong rumor going out that Mark Thompson is going to assume some leadership at the State Rainbow. There's a rumor out on that.
There's a rumor out about me doing that? Okay. All right. Well, let's see if we can make that rumor real. So we'll be talking. I'm gonna call you when I get off the air, Reverend, and what have you, so we can try to see each other before you leave town. But glad to have you with us as always, and you sound good too, man. And I'm thankful for that as well. Your voice sounds strong, and that's good. Okay.
Well, prayer, exercise, and medicine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I know you're on your regimen. And it sounds like it's going well, right?
Well, so far so good.
Good. Glad to hear it. Reverend Jesse Jackson, folks, Wall Street Project, Rainbow Push, wallstreetproject.org. See you a little later on, Reverend Jackson. 10 minutes for the hour. We got time for a couple of quick calls before we do get out of here. Are they going to release this crazy